Town of Lancaster for the signing with Lvac. And I'm going to have to go around the room, and everybody, if you could introduce yourself, starting over here with Councilmember Schroeder.
Dawn Schroeder, Lancaster Town Council.
Melissa Studley, Lancaster Town Council.
Ron Rosler, Town of Lancaster Emergency Management Director.
Bill Revelis, VP, Lancaster Ambulance.
Chester Popielkowski, I'm the president of Lancaster Volunteer Ambulance Corps.
Bob Leary, Lancaster Town Supervisor.
Jennifer Strong, Town Attorney.
Bill Schroeder, Lancaster Village Mayor.
William Gummel, Lancaster Chief of Police.
Okay. And I'm going to open up with some opening remarks. Our agenda for today is I'll do some opening remarks. Then we're going to talk about the contract details. We're going to turn it over to Ron Rosler and our Town Attorney, Jennifer Strong. After that, we'll turn it over to Chester for some comments from Lvac. Turn it over to the Mayor, William Schroeder from the Village of Lancaster, and then we'll do the signing. And then after that, we're going to go to the Chief, who's going to talk about the new emergency medical dispatch program that we set up in conjunction with our ambulance services. Okay. The number one job at all levels of government is the safety of its residents. The Lancaster Town Board understands this responsibility and has been working hard to improve the safety of its community. We have increased the number of positions in the Lancaster Police Department and added crucial equipment such as all-weather vehicles that can conduct rescue operations in the worst conditions and a Bearcat tactical armored vehicle for high-risk operations. Last night, we also agreed to add an additional $2 million in the training facilities at the Lancaster Police Range Building, and we are in the process of implementing a new emergency medical dispatch program, which I just mentioned the Chief will talk about this morning. This year, the Town Board also agreed to increase the amount of funding to our fire departments and will continue to review their needs annually as opposed to locking into a long-term contract. The next safety goal in serving our community was to ensure that our ambulance services remained at a very high level. Today, the Town of Lancaster is pleased to announce a new contract for emergency ambulance services with the Lancaster Voluntary Ambulance Corps. With the current contract set to expire on June 30th, 2025, the town and Lvac have been working for several months to come together on a contract that will benefit both parties and, more importantly, the residents of the town of Lancaster and villages of Lancaster and Depew. Lvac has been the primary 911 emergency ambulance provider for the town of Lancaster for several decades and has a reputation of providing excellent service to our residents. The Lancaster Volunteer Ambulance Corps was incorporated in 1975 and is headquartered on Embry Place in the town of Lancaster. Based on these several meetings, we were able to develop an operational plan that we believe will provide quality EMS emergency response to the citizens and visitors of Lancaster. I have personally the utmost confidence in Lvac's ability to continue to serve the needs of our community, and we look forward to working with them for years to come. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ron Rosler, our Director of our Office of Emergency Management Director, who will tell us what exactly is in the new agreement. And if Jennifer, if you could help out and jump in there at any point you feel necessary. Go ahead, Ron.
So thank you. First, I want to thank Lvac for all their work, and it wasn't an easy process and it wasn't a fast process. So I want to thank them for their hard work as we work through this. Jennifer was invaluable with her insight and her guidance to keep the process moving forward. So the contract basically goes over what the town expects from an ambulance service in our town to cover our residents. So there's a percentage performance based thing where Lvac has agreed that they can meet 96% of the calls for service that come to them. And we're confident that that number is very doable, and also we think they're even better. The current rate of response is approximately 98%, so we're pretty confident that they can do that. The other thing new to the contract that has been lacking in years past is just a reporting process on the number of calls that they take, response times, and the level of service that's needed on each call, whether it's a basic call or if it's a advanced or paramedic level type call. So moving forward, it's going to give the town and Lvac hopefully a better a better chance to see exactly where the resources are going and what exactly is needed. Do we need more paramedic units in the future? Do we need more basic units in the future? We'll be able to tell that by the reporting process as we move forward.
Okay, Jennifer, anything to add?
Sure. I'd like to thank the town and Lvac for working so hard on this contract. I think the result is a contract that clarifies the obligations and has opened communications between the two parties.
Great, thank you very much. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Chester for comments from Lvac.
Hey, I'll be kind of brief. I think people need to realize that EMS is complex. Many years ago, and when I started with this organization, we used to use the term swoop and scoop, which was basically you came in, picked up the patient, and you took them to the hospital. Well, that has over the course of years has changed. Right now, the training requirements, the equipment requirements, and the personnel requirements has intensified. So again, EMS is a very, very complex kind of business to be in. LVAC is very pleased with the contract with the town of Lancaster, and I'd like to thank the town board for their support, Ron Rosler for his involvement, Jennifer for hers. And I just want to say that LVAC's pledge to the residents of the town of Lancaster is that we will provide the same excellent service that we have for the past 72 years.
Outstanding. At this point in time, I'm going to finish signing the contract here. What we'll be able to do is, once we're done with that, and this is your signature on here?
Yes, it is.
Are ready? Okay, we will make copies of this for the media or anybody else who wants these in just a few minutes, and congratulations.
Right.
It's great. We're happy to have you back. Okay, outstanding. At this point in time, I'm going to turn it over to the Village of Lancaster Mayor William Schroeder, who was kind enough to join us this morning.
Thank you, Supervisor Leary. As a past chief and member of Lancaster Fire Department for almost 50 years, I've watched LVAC grow and serve the community, and it was always nice to know that they were there to help us when we needed it. They're a fine organization, and things have changed. All the volunteer organizations have to do much more with very few people. Unfortunately, we're not getting those volunteers, and I applaud the efforts of the ambulance corps and the town board to come together. It gives us a good feeling of safety here in the village, and I've had the utmost respect from day one when you were parked back here, and I've watched you evolve over years, and congratulations, you've done a very good job, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, as we are looking at the ambulance service, we also were looking at our dispatch and how we did dispatch. And right now, we came up with a new emergency medical dispatch program, which we're in the process of implementing. And I'm going to turn it over to Chief Gummo to talk about that at this point.
I want to start off by congratulating the town and Lancaster Volunteer Ambulance Corps for coming together and working out this agreement. This is a big deal when it comes down to public safety, and the town is committed to public safety, as is the police department. The emergency medical dispatch that we are looking to implement here is a computerized service that our dispatch center will be trained on, that the intent is to assist with dispatch, properly sending out ambulance services and fire services in the appropriate response level to make sure that the appropriate care is given to the patient when they need it the most. That is going to assist with the public safety aspect of everything that's involved with an EMS call, from the level of response, if it's a basic response or if it's going to be a paramedic response, even the fire responding. It's important that they respond at an appropriate level just for the public safety aspect of it.
Thank you very much. Okay, at this point in time, I want to turn it over to our council members who are on the town board with me for any remarks you may have at this point. Go right ahead.
I'd like to mirror everybody's thank yous and congratulations. Again, I'm an old bird. I've been in Lancaster for quite some time and have watched Lvac evolve while still taking excellent care of our residents. And I'm very glad that this has come to fruition, and looking forward to working with you for years to come.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to add that I echo everybody's comments. Congratulations on the contract. As somebody who has had their family personally impacted and, had to use the Lancaster Volunteer Ambulance Corps, thank you very much for all of your service.
Thank you very much. Okay, as you can see, it takes quite a few people to put a contract like this together. I want to thank everybody involved in the process. I think it's a great contract, and I personally, like I said, have the utmost confidence that we're going to be working with Lvac for quite a while to come. Okay, good job. At this point, we'll turn it over for questions. If anybody has any questions? Nothing? From the B, do you have any questions?
No, pretty much everything covered. I wrote down a lot of what you guys said. Yeah.
Outstanding. So we're available for pictures or anything else that you guys want. Okay, thank you.
If you guys could stay seated for a minute, I'm just going to get a couple shots so I can get back here a little bit, so I can get a couple.
They're going to steal this pen.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to keep those Bob Leary pens, by the way. That's
I did notice that.
One more roll back, sorry. Appreciate it. Yeah, the 2 seats. 1, 2, 3. And if I could just take one more from up here, so. Thank you.
sure. And if you want us to stand up, we can do that too.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to make some copies of this, and we'll have them available immediately. Thank you.
You are welcome.
And they'll send us or
Yeah, yeah, we can get a copy of this now. Do we want pictures out by your ambulance?
As long as it's not reading, but essentially we can all go inside.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we want to get some shots of us by the end? Sorry, that would be important.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll be out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
90 years old. Is it? Yeah. Wow. He says that he's
Very informative. We learned. I just have no question.
Oh, good, so good.
Pictures by the ambulance guy?
Sure. Yeah.
I did that. I have.
Chad, I'm going to be outside.